Hey guys, how you doing? Mike Tannick here. I wanted to make a short video for you guys kind of outlining why there's been a bit of delay in me releasing videos, and there's going to be a little bit of criticism here, but mostly it's just venting a little bit of frustration. Now, I'm not going to be one of those YouTubers who bashes the very platform that allows me to do this, to do what I do, to reach people that I've never imagined I'd ever get to talk to build this community that I love, that you guys have made. But we're having a problem now, and it's almost entirely with our Hearts of Iron series that we play through, in all of them. Now, I was recently monetized, and obviously, if you guys don't know, with the amount of views and such that I get, I'm not really concerned about the money. I'm not making much at all. This is more about the principle of it. Now, let me walk you through the process here. You guys are getting a sneak preview kind of at tomorrow's Hearts of Iron video. And yes, there will be war. So just a little pump up for that. So here's what happens. First, this is where you upload your video and you give it all the information that you want to put in it, including tags, all of this, and you name which game it is, obviously Hearts of Iron 4. There's 4 steps here. Next, monetization. Yay me. I finally met the requirements, a couple weeks back to monetize videos. So you get to choose, what kind of ads you want. You can check all of them, and I always let YouTube do it for me, because you can manually place ads if you want, things of that nature. But again, guys, I'm not going to be making much money off this. I would literally be making pennies off this. So you do that, and you can set up there's a whole strategy. You can see a million videos on YouTube about how to properly place ads to maximize your funds, but guys, I've never been in it for that. Next, video elements. You know that little end screen that you see that I add that's kind of annoying that pops up and suggests videos? Well, this is where you do that. And let's go ahead and stick with the typical one. It shows my most recent uploads and a little subscribe button, which you should subscribe, by the way. I'm such a YouTuber. I had to say it. That's really annoying. So next. Now here is where I see the hypocrisy and the frustration, guys. This is where I get disheartened. This decides once your video is finished uploading first, and then YouTube has to process it, and that takes some time. Then you get to set your video how you want it to be released, or if you want it to be released at all. You can set it to private, where it's like my own private little stash, which would be really weird. My own stash of videos of literally me in a room talking to myself. So I don't have those, by the way. Just saying. That'd be weird. You can do unlisted, which is you can't find it unless someone with a direct link has it. Or you could set it to public right now, or you could schedule it for any old time. But if you want max monetization, here's what they tell you to do. You can set it to unlisted or private. So I usually do private. And what happens when you set it to private is the YouTube algorithm will go through for you before you release the video and either give it the green stamp of approval for monetization, or they'll give you a yellow stamp. I've never gotten a yellow stamp right off the bat. The yellow just means limited ads or demonetized, more commonly, is what it's called. So it says it right here. Save your video as private or unlisted to ensure it is suitable for ads before you publish. This helps you maximize revenue. So in other words, it's already approved for ads the second it's uploaded. So the first, 20 people who watch, you make a few pennies, literally. So we do that. That's what I like to do. I set it to private, so let's go ahead and do that. Save. And here we have my channel videos. As you can see, well, if you can't see it right here, it has visibility, private, monetization. This is your monetization status. If it's green, you're good. If it's yellow, you're bad. And we'll get to that in a second. Right here it says checking, and this is where the algorithm goes through. For my videos that are longer, sometimes that could take up to an hour, and it will give you the little green monetization light. And that way, the second you publish it, yeah, you can start making some money off it, which for me is like 6 cents. just telling you. But then you turn around, and guys, this is almost exclusively with any historical game I've played, and particularly with Hearts of Iron 4. You guys remember episode 9. This was released, what, yesterday. They turn around and they give it the limited, which means it's been demonetized. And it's not just this video. I have found regularly I have to go through my list of hundreds of videos that I've released and find the little yellow dollar signs, and I'll show you some more that are down here. Again, guys, it's exclusively with Hearts of Iron. Let's see. Right here. Here's another one just out of the blue. This is our very first La Resistance campaign, episode 21. Turns around, now it's limited. Now, guys, again, I can't stress this enough. This is not about the money. I'm not making money here. I never set out to, but yes, I set this up. It is nice. You know, it's kind of a good feeling, but it's more about the fact that this isn't just a me thing. This is a YouTube-wide thing, and it particularly has to do with anything historical. If any of you guys follow like a lot of history-based channels, the armhair historian. What an idiot. Armchair historian. I can name, they're not coming to my mind, but at least 3 or 4 different channels that I followed that were just pure history. They were great. They're very informative. And oftentimes they didn't really cover that controversial subjects. You know, they didn't use like swastikas or anything like that, even where it might be appropriate to do so. Like if you're showing like an old picture of like some German Nazis, you know, you can't do that. Anything historical, or that maybe even says, like, what does this say? I'm trying to see. This was our video. It says Breakthrough in the Balkans, the Great War mod. Now, it could be because it says the word war. But if you guys go back through, if you can find anything, at least here, that might be considered offensive, then it's kind of being shut down. And not only does and this is what gets me. Again, not about the money, but when it gets that little yellow dollar sign there, they don't just take away the ads, but it doesn't show up in search feeds. They drive the result down, so the people can't find your channel. And for me, you guys know, if you watch my Empyrean series, if anything should be demonetized, it's probably that. I'm just saying that sometimes my temper and mouth get away from me. But this, Hearts of Iron, it's a clean series. You know, there's no blood, there's no guts. You guys know that, and it's actually the one where I keep it clean for the most part, unless like I get some divisions cut off. But it's always this, and it's something I have to do daily and go through. And when this happens, you have to request a manual review where someone at YouTube actually has to go and check it. And almost every single time it will get approved. In fact, I've never had out of the dozens and dozens of times I've done it, I don't think a single one has ever been denied. They always say, okay, yeah, you're good. So, you know, it's more about, I want to grow this channel. I spend a lot of time making these videos, you know, and I do it because I want to grow the community. I like, you know, having you guys, this interaction here. And I just am finding it maddening that this is actually hurting the channel. The game that I love, that, you know, a lot, if not most of the people who found this channel came here because of Hearts of Iron. You know, you want to see Hearts of Iron and possibly other strategy games too, but it's just really disheartening that, you know, the time you put into these things, and, you know, making a thumbnail, whatever, it's for this game anyway, it's mostly cut and paste. You know, for Empyrean I make individual thumbnails, but for this, you know, all I do is I change the number because I want people to be able to look and see and say, oh yeah, I'm following that series, let me click on it and I'll watch it. It's just easier that way than having a different thumbnail each time. It makes more sense. So it's a problem, guys, and I'm trying to work with somebody at YouTube to figure out what it is I could do different. That I'm not spending, an hour, hour give or take, making a video, uploading it, going through all the stuff, making the thumbnails, spending time that, is pretty valuable for me personally right now for a number of reasons, but I'm doing stuff that's actively hurting my channel. So that's why my enthusiasm for uploading it, as opposed to other games, has not been all that. But I'm not going to stop. Okay, I'm not going to stop doing, Hearts of Iron. That's not going to happen. I just want to figure out a way where I can do this, put the work in, and help the channel, and make it so that you guys can actually see it, because sometimes it won't show up in your feed. You won't get a notification for it. You'll just say, well, we don't necessarily want anyone to see this because they're not making money on it, and because their almighty algorithm, that famous algorithm, found something that it didn't like. And this can take up to a week, for that to get turned around. But by then it's too late. We're already like 5 miles up the road with other videos and such. So I just wanted to give you guys a sneak peek behind the scenes of what's really going on here, and my frustration with it. But again, guys, I'm not quitting on you. I'm just trying to get a solid answer to learn what I can do different, and that makes it more enjoyable for you guys too. You can all tell a YouTuber who enjoys something they're doing versus doing something while being frustrated, and that's really the crux of the matter right now. So just wanted to give you guys an update. I love you all so much for watching. And thanks for putting up with my whiny bitching here, But you guys got to see preview for tomorrow. There will be war. The war starts, not necessarily on time, but it's a great episode, and I think you guys will enjoy it. So I hope to see you there. See you next time. Bye-bye.